it took a lot out of Joe as far as punching is concerned, and then when you can almost just stand there for 2 minutes. This is a mental thing I use it on Chevalo. When you just stand there and let a man just take all his shots, just let him go crazy and don't do nothing, this hurts a fella inside. It kills him, makes him say, well, if he can just stand there for 2 minutes and let me punch and can't do nothing, what am I going to do if he start moving and start fighting back? It takes a little out of fight.
But that slide refutes you. It didn't take anything out of Joe because as round 8 ended, Joe waved his hand at you in apparent mock contempt.
Right. Well, that's what I was doing for the past 5 or 6 rounds. And one round he did it, and that's the round they showed here on TV. But this is just something that both of us did, and I'm sure his trainers and advisors told him, and I'm sure that if I'd listened to mine, I wouldn't have clowned and did the things that I did.
Let's pick up then with round 9. That was probably your best round of the fight, Ollie.
Well, I really don't know. I'd have to look at the films again. It's hard to really tell by drawings, but films actually show how many times I hit him and how many times he hit me. And overall, of the 15 rounds, I could tell.
Well, this slide, I think, is expressive, Muhammad. This was when you captured him with that straight right, and it was at that one point in the fight that Joe seemed staggered. The knees, perhaps, wobbly, the legs a little bit rubbery.
As I said, drawings and picture can only show one punch. I think I landed about a flurry of 9 or 10 punches in this thing here.
Well, the consensus was that you won this round from all 3 officials. Then, of course, we came up to the next round, round 10, and Ali was still basically on his toes and doing pretty well. Do you remember that round?
Yes, I think I was doing pretty well up until the time I found myself
Up until then.
That was right.
Round 11.
Then in the time I got knocked down, those are the 2 rounds that I know I'd lost.
But we must dwell on this, because that curious scene spoke for itself. In the corner again, in your curious fashion, and the right arm, on the rope strand. Why? Because it was that left that made you wobble all about the ring. You waffled about the ring.
Oh, I got tagged. I can't say. That was the hard. I couldn't say not.
Why were you in the corner with your arm on a rope strand?
Well, mainly to everything that I did was my battle plan to go the distance where I could lose. If I did have to lose, it was a decision. See, so
isn't that an admission that you went in kind of with defeat staring you in your face?
I'm sure that by the actual punches landed, there's nothing to protest about. Nor did I, nor am I now. But as far as the actual punches landed, and for the whole 15 rounds, before I was knocked down, I know I was ahead.
Well, that, of course, is your opinion.
My opinion, right. That's
the
all
overwhelming majority disagree.
The judges, right. But I was the one in there feeling them and doing the hitting. So as far as I'm concerned, as far as on points, I was ahead until I got knocked down.